Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Look, somebody remind me next time to stop cutting my hair off. This whole growing it out process and all these mini froze with an attempt for a bang is doing a lot. It's doing a lot. I'm tired of doing my hair. It was different the first time because since I was in the wilderness season, I wasn't really leaving my house, so my hair could grow in peace. And it did. It did. Nobody saw me for real. No. I didn't have to do my hair like that. I just got to moisturize it and sit in peace. That's what I gotta do. Now, girl, it's given. I don't know what it's given, but I'm over it. Let me add some LED lights to make me look fun and youthful. Hold on. My best friend gave me this mic. It's man good. Pick up on every sound I don't want. Love that. Can y'all see? Oh, I don't look that cool. I don't look as cool as I thought I did. Hold on. What if I sit like this? Look, nobody cares. And you're right. Nobody does care. Look, I'm just gonna talk from way back here. And y'all okay with that? I'm gonna talk way back here. Um, let's move this. Let's get some more. Ew. I don't like my feet in the background. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see nothing about that. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm in my bed with a mic. Bessie got me a mic. I'm using it. We testing it out. So today's video, I want to talk about social media and relationships. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna title this. No idea. But it's just a thought on my mind, like from my own personal experience. I'm online scrolling, looking at all these people's engagement photos, the cute rings, the cute hairstyles, the cute outfits for their engagement period. I'm looking at the wedding. I'm like, this is beautiful. This is great. So boom, I started getting upset because I was like, God, how am I supposed to have any of that? Like realistically, how am I going to have any of that, God, when I'm living in this roach infested house, my mama on hospice, her health is completely questionable. I don't know what is going on. Really. I'm tired of being here at the very same time. I hate living in this house. I hate everything about this. It feels like I'm in imprisonment and I'm waiting patiently to be delivered. Girl, I'm talking for so fast. I'm running out of breath even keeping my head up on the bed. But seriously though, so then I'm thinking to myself like, okay, so boom. I'm seeing all these couples. So I'm like, man, I don't even know if that could ever be me. I don't even have no bridesmaids. I don't got nothing. I don't have a circle of people to be in my corner for my wedding day. I don't. I really don't. Not people who know me for real. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna invite you just because we blood. No, absolutely not. What's the point? You don't know me and you ain't gonna. So I'm online looking at the stuff. And then I think to myself, I have a thought. Hmm. A lot of these people probably out here exchanging orgasms. And I'm trying to figure out why they look so in love and so in a daze and so overfilled. Girl, it's not the Holy Spirit. In some of these pictures I'm seeing in videos, it ain't the Holy Ghost. Maybe it's sin. It's the luxury of sin, deceit, and delusion. That's what it is. Deceit and delusion. Double D's. You feel me? And so I'm thinking to myself, like, they exchange orgasms back to back. The bonding chemicals that's supposed to be in the mix of all that makes them closer together. Then they get a house together. Then they get their cars together. And some of them have babies together already and already be pregnant. And so then I'm thinking to myself, like, well, I'll be. It's because y'all are intimately experiencing the things of covenant out of covenant, which is in sin. And because you may not feel conviction, you just think that you're so in love. What am I comparing anything for? Because the moment I fall into fornication in life, all the times that I have sinned and was in fornication, it cut me like a knife. That's the one sin I could say right now I can't get away with. God does not give me a slap on the wrist when it comes on to fornication. That stuff is destroying and filled with destruction for me, personally. Right? Personally. Now, y'all know I already struggle with the whole lust situation from, dating my man. And man, listen, all I'm saying is if the stove is hot, don't touch it. That's all I'm saying. If the stove is hot, don't touch it. Don't touch it. You don't want to get burned. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I'll be thinking about my story, and I'm like, God, I want a good love story. I want a good love story. Like, I want that feeling that everybody wants. The man who just comes along, sleeping on their feet, blah, blah. Then I think to myself about my situation. Because living in a house with these roaches and stuff, it kind of like altered the way I think about certain things. And it's hard for me to fully experience what I want to experience because of how I'm living. I'm like, these other girls ain't living in a roach house and then getting married. These other girls ain't wiping their mama and taking care of their mama dukes and trying to take care of the family best she can while looking like the oddball of it all. They ain't doing that. They just going to college, working a job, staying at home with their family on a ranch. Or they just, I don't know, living in their apartment by themselves. They meet somebody, move in, kind of just doing what they want to do in life, and then meet somebody, and then their life kind of goes from there. Where's the ones in the struggle and they get a man? Where are y'all at? Ugh, my back's starting to hurt. That's truly my question though. Like, where are y'all at? Cause I'm in the struggle. And you know how I know this man really love me, y'all? He come here killing roaches. He come here killing roaches. Also, he even brought his own gloves to get the cleaning. And he's had to clean some nasty stuff before. He did. He handled some business here, you know? And I'm like, wow, he really loved me because he didn't say, oh, I'm gonna leave this girl because this is how she living, because this is where she at. And I know most people be like, oh well, he should stay. Yeah, right. But baby, I came with a lot of things. I came with the debt. I came with the I came well, obviously some spiritual good things, which I don't feel like talking about right now because this video isn't about the good stuff. This is about the other stuff. Uh, but I came with a lot, and he don't ever make it seem like it's a lot. He really don't. He really don't. I'm like, wow, this man is choosing me in the midst of this chaos, which I'm a great one to be chosen, but I also come with a lot of things too. And at the end of the day, I'm just like, where's that story? I'm supposed to get married in this. I'm supposed to have a beautiful wedding day without any stress, without any concerns. I'm thinking about getting married soon, and I'm like, but when though? Lord, when are we even going to get a chance to get married? Because I can't even leave the house until my dad get home. I don't get it. I don't even understand what's happening right now. I really don't. I don't understand what's happening. This whole thing has been hard. Since I moved in here, it was hard. And obviously, we're not still stuck there. But it's been a struggle from the very beginning. At one point, my dad asked me, why has it been such a struggle for me to live here? And I told him why. Y'all want to know what he said to me? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Because the house was incredibly infested with mice and roaches. Because everything was just dirty and nasty and smelled like pee and dog. Because it's uncomfortable. Because my bedroom is the only place in this house that seems to be the cleanest. Because I'm struggling to find a place to put my pots and pans because roaches be dead in them. And I hate that for me. Even when I hid a pan I start putting my pots and pans in the fridge, y'all. That's how desperate I became. Until I pull out a pan and there's a dead roach in the pan. Alright. I'm like, I put them in the fridge to avoid y'all and y'all still there. I just killed a roach over there. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I'm tired. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm spiritually tired. I am physically tired. And I'm trying to figure out what we about to do. I say to the hospital people that mama seems dehydrated and it's a struggle for her to get fluids down. They're basically saying, oh yeah, mind her. We don't do life prolonging measures. So if she's dehydrated, if she's hungry, if she can't eat, I say a word. This is what I was trying to warn my father about when he was the final one to make the decision about hospice. I was trying to tell him, like, hey, they saying it's no life prolonging measures. I think we should really dig into what that really means. He made a choice. That's fine. That's fine. So here I am trying to understand all these different things. I pray to God he retires sooner than the day he trying to retire. Come home now. Come home right now. Because if Mama Duke is struggling to drink water, listen, at the end of the day, y'all, if my mother survives this, it is only because of God. And I don't even know how to process all the things that's even happening right now because in my head, I'm like, what do I do? Do I keep fighting for her restoration? Or do I just pray for her to be gracefully taken? Which one do you do? I really don't know what to do because she says she want to be a Jesus, but then other times she says she wants to live and she wants to be around. Now I'm confused. You choose them both. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for her. Besides, encourage her to continue to pray for herself and talk to the Lord. What is this on my bed? Please don't tell me that this is. Oh, never mind. But yeah, like that's just where I'm at. This is all confusing, mentally tiring. My hair is just looking crazy. I don't know what to do. I feel uncomfortable. I hate wearing the same outfits all the time because I don't want my other clothes to be contaminated in the house. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm not wearing no pretty dresses and sandals around this house. I'm just not doing it. I kill roaches in here at least every single day. I'm not doing that. So I'm thinking to myself, God, how are we going to have a beautiful story out of this? Because my love story is still a good one. My love story, especially the beginning of our relationship, I always wanted a man to look at me the way Adam looked at Eve in the very beginning. When Adam looked at Eve, he said, bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. Instantly. Which means off rip, he said, no, mine, mine, mine. That's what I heard. And so I wanted a man to approach me with that same energy, and he did. He approached me with that same energy. Matter of fact, the first thing he asked to do to see me was because I was afraid of going to the church at the time. And he said to me, mind you, he's 6 hours away. He just met me, by the way. We're talking maybe the next day or maybe 2 days after texting him. I don't even know. I think it was the next day, really. But he calls me and he says, because we had two phone calls that day. I was busy visiting my mom, and then I said, hey, if you want to call me on my way home, you can. He wasted no time. Next thing you know, he on the line. I said, oh, love that. And then he says, yeah, I was actually thinking about driving all the way up there to go to church with you, so you don't gotta go by yourself. Because it's important for him that I'm in a church, part of a church. So he's like, yeah, I'll drive up there, so you don't gotta go to church by yourself. We can go together. I said, you'll drive 6 hours on a Sunday to come see me so I don't have to go to church alone. What? And he very much did pull up on Sunday. Now, we didn't get to go to church, but because I didn't have the evening service and he stayed for his morning service, but he still came up and visited me and saw me anyway. And so I was just like, wow, like he said, yeah, I'm gonna come see what you about. I'm not into wasting no time, blah, 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 blah. And then a whole bunch has happened since then. I mean, hey, it's been a journey. And then here I am. It's been a journey. And I'm praying, Lord, when will I get to be able to actually be married? When will I get to have that fun engagement and feel beautiful like a bride? When do I get to get out of this survival mode and living in this roach house and doing these type of things and cleaning these things and smelling these things and the quality of life in here? I understand that I have light in me because of Christ, but baby, there's only so much I can do in this environment. I want to get out. So it's like at the same time of me taking care of my mama and wanting her to be okay and wanting her to have be cared for and things, I also want to get out at the very same time. I want to help and I want to leave because I hate living here. I really don't see that changing at all right now. Like I'm praying for God to turn this desert into a blossoming rose. Like for him to turn this into a place that has pools of water. I'm praying for him to do something like that. My mom, I don't know what to do for her. I really don't. It's getting harder every single day to care for her. And I'm not understanding what it is that I'm supposed to do. But I am at my ends here because as far as my mom, only the Lord can save her, preserve her, and keep her. Despite everything else. You seen them videos about people doing 40-day fasts? Yeah, I feel like my mom could do one right now. I feel like she could really do one. But they're like, yeah, towards the end of life, the body just kind of like thirsts and like feeds on itself type of thing. And I'm like, what? And I'm supposed to just sit here? I'm supposed to just sit here and just, it sucks. It really sucks. It do. And at the same time, these people coming into this house, I know I'm trying to get it smelling better. I'm trying to get the roaches out. They asking me normal questions, talking about some, can I, is there a towel I can use? Is there this or that? I'm thinking to myself, like, don't ask me nothing like that. Normal question, that's for a normal house, not this one. Don't ask me nothing like that. Like, one lady was asking if it was like a safer neighborhood over here. I'm like, girl, I'm the wrong one to ask. I'm gonna tell you no every time because I hate it here and I don't like the neighborhood. I don't like nothing about this. at all. I don't like the city life. Some five cops got shot yesterday in the city. 5 cops. 3 passed away. That is messed up. All for serving a search warrant. I don't like nothing about that either. Nothing about that either. Not too far from here. I don't like nothing about that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. But we can't get past it. Anyway, I'm just here. I'm cooling. I don't know. I'm here. I'm waiting on God to deliver us. I don't know what time it is. But I'm literally so tired. It's 8:30 in the morning. I don't know how I'm gonna keep up for him. I really don't. I'm trying to tell you. I truly do not know how I'm going to keep up. Obviously, God does, and He will keep me. I do believe that 100%. I'm just tired. I might have to tell my father, I need you to retire sooner because I can't do this. I literally can't do this. I don't want to do this no more. I really don't want to at all. I'm exhausted. Check this out though. I got this trail mix pretty good. It don't have almonds in it. I don't like almonds. So this is perfect for me. I will have a good story. I know who's writing it. I know God already met me in this valley. I'm ready to get out. Another thing before I go, something about this journey, being in this house. When I moved in here, I know it was never about me. But when I moved in here, I expected my parents to be like, you know, loving and, wanting to talk to me, wanting to see me. My dad was starting to ask me if I wanted some food. But once I kept telling him no, he stopped asking me. You keep telling a man no, he'll stop asking. But I was trying to lose weight at the time. And because I wasn't eating much because the house was dirty and I wasn't comfortable cooking yet because of what I explained to y'all, I also had to go through the fridge and clean out the food because it was food from 4 years back in the fridge, in the freezer, in the cabinets. Everything was just old. I needed to go through everything each week because you can only take out so many bags of trash and I had plenty. So I just thought that they would want to talk to me, want to ask me how I'm doing, if I needed food to eat as far as groceries. Not once did anyone ask me if I needed groceries. Not once. And that's okay because God took care of my food for me. Nobody asked me how my bills were getting paid. Nobody asked me anything. And even with me taking care of my mom, still it's not a question being asked. Honestly, it's just, and that's okay because God got me. Like He really do. Even when they don't, He got me. So I find that to be special. Best part of why is it was hard for me to serve my parents because I come into this house, nobody's asking about my personal well-being because they're just not able. They weren't even caring for their own in the capacity they really should have been. So how can I expect them to care for mine when they're neglecting themselves in the way they should be taking care of themselves? Even in their marriage, they're each other, a lot of things. What was I expecting that for? But it took me living in here to actually see what was going on and to grieve that. Now I'm continuously serving every day, tired, fatigued, but watching my mom decline, it looks like. And I can't tell this is going to be one of those miracles where God just heals her, restores her, and she's made well. Or is she going to die in this? Is she going to die in that very bed that she's laying in right now? I don't know. I really don't know. One of the aides came here and they were like, yeah, does she have her caregiver? I am the caregiver. She thought my mom had hired help. We ain't got no hired help. Ain't no hired help. No, all the kids ain't stepping up to help, try to help each day, or somebody come over and spend the day. No, that's not priority. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. These are the type of situations to show you who family really is. Honestly. So yeah, at the same very time, I'm ready to go. I just hate living like this. I hate living like this. I hate not wearing, clothes that make me feel good about myself because, I don't want to wear clothes to lose. I don't want bugs on my clothes. I don't want them being stained. I don't want that. I want to feel beautiful. I don't feel beautiful here. I know what he's producing in me is beautiful, but I don't feel beautiful here. I feel like I don't get to live my life here. But the thing my family don't know is I'm here to die so they could live. I'm here to die to my flesh so they could live. And they may never know that. So yeah, look, when I escape here, I'll be very happy about it. And just because my mom is in this condition, it don't make me want to stay here none. And sometimes I get conflicted with that in my head because I'm like, man, shouldn't I want to be here? No, I don't. I really don't. I'm dealing with the consequences of my family's choices in life. That's a heavy one to carry and realize and do it lovingly without resentment. That's hard. Knowing that they don't care about your well being for real. And they may say they do, you straight up lying. Because love is an action word. I don't care about what you feel when it comes down to loving me. Love is an action. You ain't doing nothing. Nothing for me. And that's okay. Because it ain't all about me. Sorry, y'all. I'm eating. But yeah, it's cool. I'll be alright. I'm about to get off here and just lay here for a second. And then I gotta start this day. Child, I'm tired. Look, love y'all. I got some vlogs I'm trying to do. I'm just disassociating from video making. I don't know what's going on with me. Well, I do. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overstimulated. I'm tired. But hey, love you. See you next video.